Welcome to the Fantasy Kings podcast. My name is Brandon Herbert. That's Jihad Caesar. We decided to do a mock draft today, so hopefully it's a lot of fun. And yeah,
Should be good. So we're gonna be doing, like Brandon said, we're gonna be doing a mock draft. This is gonna be a 12-team PPR. That's the format we're gonna be using.
yeah, and we're gonna be doing a lot of these. So we're gonna be doing. I know a lot of people. Some people still play, regular. So we'll do some that's regular without PPR, but we'll be doing more PPR because that is what everybody's going towards. But we're going to be doing it in different situations, and just having a little fun with it, seeing what kind of teams we can come out with, and just to help y'all get an idea of what to expect.
Right. So like for this one, Brandon, he's gonna be like working like towards the middle of the draft while I'm gonna be at the 12th spot at the turn. So I actually like drafting from the turn. I know a lot of people don't like drafting
Uh,
that late. I actually
no,
like
no, I love it because the at the back of the draft, especially in the first couple rounds, you're still getting elite players, but you can double up because just about everybody does snake drafts. So like you can double up. Now it makes no sense. I don't even know anybody that does it the other way, the draft the other way where it goes back to one, but everybody does this snake draft, so you can hit two, boom, boom, right back to back good players. I actually like the middle as well because the middle of the draft, you're like in between, and you don't have to wait, 30 picks or 20 picks or however many picks to pick. So it's gonna be interesting. You can win your league through every situation. You can be. I've known people that won at number one, number 12, like Jay did last year. Um, it just depends. You just have to be good at drafting, and that's what we're here
right.
for.
That's the key. That's the key.
All
So
right.
go ahead and get it started here. Start. Oh
And
yeah, and we're
all,
using Sleeper app as well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
yeah, we'll put it down in the link below, so it'll kind of help y'all out a little bit. Wow, they have.
All right, so Brandon's up first. He's gonna have the fifth pick, and off the board, number one, as you would expect, Christian McCaffrey. You got Dalvin Cook, Kamara, Henry with Brandon on the clock.
That's four back-to-back running backs, and I think I'm going to stick to that. To me, this would be kind of a toughie because Saquon Barkley would be a really good pick. I had him in my top 12 running backs, and I also had Taylor in my top 12. But Saquon is very, very injury prone. So do I take the upside of knowing that if he's playing all the games, or do I take something that's more consistent, but he's going to have to split, his workload? Or I could take Nick Chubb here, but that is kind of rich. He's splitting, but he's gonna, get a lot of carries. Um, he spilled my water. Okay. Daddy is in here. Just give me a second. Anyway, sorry about that, my kid.
No, just go
Um,
ahead.
but yeah, so this one is a difficult one, but I think I'm gonna go with you over.
Okay, okay.
I think I'm gonna go with you.
Taylor. Then we get Chubb, Barkley, Elliott, Devontae Adams, Tyree Hill, Travis Kelsey with me being on the board. Now, running backs definitely picked over here. But I got three running backs that I really like right here. Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon could get yeah. So yeah, I think
So
I'm gonna double up on running backs here. It's gonna dry up pretty quick, and being able to
the,
still get two of my top 10 running backs right here, definitely think that's what I'm gonna do here. So we're gonna go Aaron Jones, and I have Joe Mixon over Austin Eckler, but in full PPR.
but we have, so you went Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler, great combo. Joe Mixon, I am kind of disappointed. I was hoping he would have fell to me, but I understand that probably is not realistic. Deacon Metcalf, right here, I would be looking to double up on a running back, but the something that the depth at tight end to me is more like I can find a running back probably coming back in the third round. The depth at tight end, if I don't take Kittle or Waller here, he might be gone. But I could take Kittle here. But what I'm going to probably do is draft another running back or receiver, or and then come back for Waller, hoping he would be in the third round.
Right. And at this point in the late second, the top running backs on the board: Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift, Antonio Gibson, Najee Harris, Miles Sanders. Right. So their running back depth is not that bad going into the third round, but like it's gonna dry up.
It's gonna dry up quick. So what's gonna happen is if I don't pick, I might have to push the tight end to the fourth round because the running backs are gonna dry up, but I need to get a top receiver right now. So I'm going to go with I know I skipped over Michael Thomas, but I feel that would be a better fit for the team that I'm trying to get.
And it's right
your boy around. Najee, he just went. I was eyeing him.
That would have been a steal right there. That's a steal right here in the third round, early third. Najee, man, that's a steal, man.
So it's either, to me, this is going to be either Darren Waller or it's going to be Antonio Gibson. I think I'll probably go running back, but just because like the running back is going to dry up fast.
We're almost to that point. As soon as you go Gibson, good pick. You get Jacobs, Evans, Sanders, Waller, Lamar, Julio, with me being back on the board here at the
so
turn.
That's an interesting pick. Lamar Jackson in the third round. I think that would be too high. And Pat Mahomes, I didn't even see that. Pat Mahomes in the second. So to me, I don't think that in a normal draft that those two players wouldn't get drafted that high. Somebody might, but it's
in your home league, it's very possible this could happen. Just don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't overreach, because I can get somebody like a Matthew Stafford in the 15th round. I can, somebody that's going to give you that same value. Justin Herbert, I can get him in the 7th, 8th round.
Right. So back on the clock here at the turn again. Running back for me, it's been a significant drop off. There's a tier break here. Chris Carson and Montgomery are both guys I would be interested in. But with some of these receivers still on the board, I just can't do it. So going to double up on receiver here with two guys who I think should be pretty solid here with Keenan Allen and Terry McLaurin.
Okay. That was good picks. So we got Josh Allen, Chris Carson, Godwin, Cooper, Murray, and Robinson. I was hoping Robinson would have failed to me, but
I considered him there at the turn. I went McLaurin, but Robinson that's close right there.
So I'm going to go a risky pick, but I think this pick might end up panning out for me. So I am going with Kyle Pitts.
Oh, it's happened. Pitts.
So
this is going to be interesting in drafts.
That's going to be interesting, but he is. I hate the Falcons, but they're going to get rid of Julio, or they got rid of Julio Jones. Pitts is going to be their second, basically, receiver. Like, all right. So when it comes to this is going to be the hardest position for me. Because I'm looking at two receivers right here. Actually, three. So I got DJ Moore, Homer, but I think that he will be better with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold at least has a better arm than Teddy Bridgewater. We'll give him that. Jamar Chase, or probably the person that I'm telling you right now is going to be in my top 12 receivers. No question about it. If Dak Prescott is healthy, CeeDee Lamb. And that's where I'm going.
I like it. I like it. So we get Lamb, Lockett, Devontae Smith, pretty high for him. James Robinson, Gaskin, Mark Andrews, and Odell Beckham. So now I'm back on the clock here. It's definitely some receivers that are interesting to me. And I think I am going to get a receiver here just to get some diversity on my roster. I got 2 Chargers, right, with Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen. I don't mind doing that, but I definitely want another receiver that I'm comfortable with and I can trust putting in. So I'm going to go with DJ Moore here. But there's still a quarterback here. Here's still a top-tier quarterback for me here, a guy who is pretty much locked and loaded, top 5.
I know who you're going.
Here in the top of the 6. Going to go ahead and grab Dak.
Oh, okay. That actually surprised me. Okay. I probably would have waited on that, but I understand why you did that.
Listen, this is a range here. If you're gonna get a quarterback here,
no. I completely agree with you. I just thought you were going to go somewhere else with it.
Okay, so we got Herbert that also came off the board at quarterback.
That's where I was going.
Chase
I was going Herbert, but let's see. So
I can't. That would have been too much. I don't mind having 2 Chargers, but 3 for the same team, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, no. All right, so I got me a tight end. So Hawkinson don't need you. I would love to grab another running back here, but there's not really. Let's look and see what running backs we got. Yeah, the running backs are looking ugly right now. Very, very ugly. So let's see what quarterbacks we still got out here. So I would go Rodgers, but we all know
it's up in the air.
That is up in the air. But I would go. It's either Joe Burrow. Let's see what receivers they got still. They still got receivers are going to be deep every year. So, it's nothing. I think right now is the perfect time to get a quarterback. So I will go. I'll go Joe Burrow.
Okay. Burrow.
He's got,
like you
got
said,
plenty of receivers.
Yeah, I mean, I like Burrow this year. I really think he's a good sleeper for this year. So then we get Javonte Williams. That's a guy right there that I was really hoping would fall back to me. Mostert.
And see, so now because they took Chase, I was going to get Chase back after I got CeeDee Lamb. But what I can do is bring in T. Higgins, bring in that big dog.
I like Higgins, man. Higgins in the 7th is an absolute steal. This is a steal. That's a major steal right there. So coming into my pick, got Edmonds off, David Johnson. Okay. Definitely looking to go back here and get some running back depth here going into the 7th. Gonna grab Mike Davis right here in the back of the 7th.
That's not a bad pick because he is their only running back. That's actually kind of a steal because regardless, I mean, he runs hard and he is a pretty good running back.
As of now, like you just said, there's nobody else there. That's what's got my attention right now. And I'm gonna go with some upside here at receiver. I'm gonna grab Claypool.
Okay.
And we got Judy, who was also in consideration there.
So as you probably can see, me personally, with where I'm situated, I lean towards more of the receivers because it's I'm telling you, after the 2nd round, basically, if you ain't double up on running backs, you're not going to get 2 elite running backs.
Right.
And depending on where you at, you're not going to get 2 elite. Like if you're in the back end, that's why number 12 is so important because if you're in the back end, you can double up on the 2 best running backs left. as you can see, they had what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 running backs in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's going to be. Running backs are the most important to get. So don't ever overdraft your quarterback. Look at the running backs and see what they have.
And so yeah, running backs it's like you said, it's getting pretty thin here. And you're back on the clock here with pretty much good luck.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I got two running backs, so I'm just gonna load up.
Curtis
You know,
Samuel.
have a little trade ammunition just in case somebody blows up. That's another thing you got to look at your bench and everything. You look at trades. Like I look like at least me. I look at okay, I'm getting this player at a value. Somebody's going to draft poorly and then realize they need a receiver, need a running back, need this. You might as well go ahead and get them.
Yeah. It's way better to be loaded up heavy on one position to have an advantage than to be weak all across the board. I agree. So you back on the clock here again.
Yep. And this is like me personally, I don't draft defenses so too high, but right now I've already filled all my positions basically. So I can get the best running back. I mean, the best defense in the league, or the one that can be like the best fantasy defense, I should say.
Okay. So then we basically
All right. So I'm not going to do a kicker.
all season. Man.
Why? Hey, why does it say ATL next to Todd Gurley?
I don't know. It's probably not updated. He's not there. Still a free agent. Wouldn't
Oh, he's
touch him
still a free
anyway.
agent. Okay. I thought somebody signed
Maybe. I'm not interested
him.
in any situation. Okay.
All right, let's just see. Let's just see what running backs they actually have, because Michael Carter could be a good value pick. AJ Dillon, I don't see them splitting carries enough for me to actually him to actually have any value.
And that's funny you should say that, because with having Aaron Jones on my team, I personally think Dylan is going to have some flex value this year by himself. But I am going to go ahead and take him here. I mean, I would rather have Dylan on my bench than Michael Carter, especially with me having Aaron Jones, having that security right there, having that backfield locked up. And this is with the assumption right now also that Rodgers will be on the Packers. If I would not be drafting this
I'm
unless
not
he was
touching anybody except for Devontae Adams, and I wouldn't draft him in the first round if Rodgers is not on this team.
right. So it will be a little bit different, but I'm gonna have that assumption. I'm gonna grab Dylan there, and then I'm gonna take a guy who could be of value as well here with Tyler Boyd in the 10th. So now we have a run on running backs there: Carter, Sermon, Gurley.
Oh, see, they got Carter. I was looking for that. Now, this is the scary situation that I'm looking at, because I'm looking at running back. I still need you need at least 3 running backs. You try to get 3 running backs that you know that going to get good touches and carries and everything like that. I'm looking at Zach Moss, but it's scary because Singletary is there, and Moss didn't do that well last year. Coming out of training camp, everybody was talking about him and everything like that. I had him on my team. He just wasn't getting play. Like, she showed, good, like he could be a decent back. But what I'm looking at right now is Ezekiel Elliott. His health is sometimes in question. He's been having like minor injuries lately and everything. And I can see the Cowboys splitting carries just for the sole purpose of Zeke is not going to be there next year. I think that they're going to either trade him or cut him. So I think that I might go with the security blanket and go with Tony Pollard.
Okay. So then we get And Moss came off, so you couldn't come back around to you. That sucks.
All right, so now if you got a two quarterback, I don't believe in drafting two quarterbacks unless it's my very last pick.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna draft another quarterback, but I do need a little bit of tight end, a little bit of tight end help. So we actually still have some pretty decent tight ends out here. We have Evan Ingram and we have Juno Smith. Ingram, to me, he's just not consistent. Like, God, Lee, you have all the talent in the world, but you're just not consistent enough.
Mm-hmm.
We have Juno. I'm just assuming that the pitchers are going to run a lot of two tight end sets. But who's going to get the better? Is it going to be Hunter Henry or Juno? Who knows? We got Tyler Higsby. I think he could be a good, option, but
And Gerald Everett left too, so Higby, he could see more. He could see the field more. Could see the field more. It's like you said, there's some interesting late round tight ends here.
That's got your boy Tim Tebow. I can't believe they got Tim Tebow. They got him projected at what?
Fact that they had Tim
187.
Tebow ahead of Anthony Berksker.
Oh my God! Anybody that he's on here ahead of is a disgrace. A good point.
Blake Jarwin, no way. Eric Ebron, they have him listed high. Okay, this is
oh Lord Jesus!
Why does he even have a projection?
Why
does he have a projection?
Oh man, that almost made me just sick to my stomach. Let's go with Juno. Cam needs some he needs a good season this year.
Oh, they got my guy Irv Smith. If I don't get a tight end early in the draft that I'm comfortable with, I'm not going to touch them until around 10, 11, 12 late. And right here at the turn, I'm just gonna grab two of them and hope that something sticks here. Tight end is a position that I will punt on if I don't get a guy I like.
Man, if Pat Frymouth went anywhere but Pittsburgh, I would be all over that one.
Yeah,
like, all over that one. I can't believe that Pittsburgh drafted him. They don't use tight ends like that.
Yes, I don't know. So I'm just gonna get two guys who I think are in a position to where they could end up getting useful targets. I'm gonna go with Higbee, and I'm gonna go with Adam Troutman, who New Orleans does not have a lot of weapons over there. Troutman could easily end up being the second target in the offense, or third, the third target, which could be good enough to give you some late value.
All right, so me personally, I like to fill out most of my roster and everything. And like by this round, I'll take a kicker. I know a lot of people don't, but I'll take a kicker just to get that out the way.
Yeah, secure it. Don't have to think about it.
Oh my goodness! I didn't realize he was still there. Oh, you know how big of an Elijah Moore fan I am. Yeah. Oh my God! If you have the opportunity to draft Elijah Moore in the what round is this?
13th
round. 13. Jesus Christ. How did I? Okay, that's on me, but draft Elijah Moore. I'm just telling you right now. Just draft Elijah Moore. How did I do? Oh, man. Wow. Okay. That's okay. All right, so the receivers are drying up a little bit and everything like that. But, I mean, what do you expect? We're at back in.
Yeah, yes. This is all dart throws, man. Just taking shots on guys who you think have some upside.
So, I mean, you could go AJ Green, maybe saying that he just lost a step last year. Maybe he can regain it. We could go, Darius Slayton, late round. Darius Slayton may not be too bad.
There's a guy who I feel like could be a steal back here, still on the board. He's probably not going to make it back to me, but yeah, running back at this point is nasty. It's disgusting.
So this, I didn't realize he was still on the board, but I might go with a rookie this late in the draft.
I know you're about to grab my guy. I shouldn't have spoke up just now.
And
But you're about to grab.
I
Oh, you got
know.
okay. I like Marshall too, but the guy I really was hoping fell.
Oh, Kadarius. So, oh man, you were thinking Kadarius Tony?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nah.
Amon-Ra St.
That's the
Brown.
guy for the Chargers, right?
No, that's the rookie over in Detroit where they have no weapons. And
Oh yes, you're right. So you really, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the Giants actually had a rookie receiver that they drafted the first round. They are stacked over there.
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons. Ugh. I don't know. Take a kicker.
I'm probably about it. I'm like right now, we're just basically like, shoot, let's just draft somebody that might give us some type of value.
Yeah, man, my late round guy just got taken. St. Brown was the
All right. So this is hard. I mean, like I said, I could draft Tim Tebow. I really want to draft Bravey and Jordan, but with Houston, nope. That might be interesting. There's two guys at tight end that I would take a late flyer on, and that's OJ Brown or OJ Howard and David Njoku. Both of them are like really up in the air, but I'm not sure like I said, back in here, it's not really about reliability. It's about, all right, if this dude start, balling, just put him in my lineup type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with David Njoku.
Okay. And the computer didn't even take defenses. They only took kickers. Okay. You're back on.
Yep. And this guy, it was my number one quarterback in this year's draft, and I'm taking him just in case he pops off.
Zach Wilson could be nice. All right, yeah. So with this last pick, I'm just taking a guy who I think might have a little bit of standalone value, but it's just injury guy, really. And that's Darrell Henderson. And I got 16. So finish it off, take a shot on Russell Gage, who could be the second or third target over there.
All right, let's see. Now, just as a cuff option or whatever the case may be, I'm thinking Marlon Mack. If I get Marlon Mack in the 16th round, like
lock up the Colts backfield. I like it.
All right, I got Joe Burrow. I got Jonathan Taylor, Antonio Gibson. I like that one too. Like, it's not nothing like flashy or anything like that, but pretty good, pretty solid. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and T. Higgins as my starting receivers.
I like it, man. That's a really good starting. That's a really good trio of receivers right there, man. Higgins is going to be better than people think.
And then I got Kyle Pitts, Harrison Butker as my kicker, Washington defense. And then as on the bench, I have Curtis Samuel, Tony Pollard as a cuff, and then I have Geno Smith, Terrace Marshall, David Njoku, Zach Wilson, and Marlon Mack. Now my bench could be a little stronger, Now looking at it, my bench could be a little stronger, but it's really, really top heavy.
So yeah, starting at quarterback, got Dak, running backs, Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler, receiver, Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, tight end, like I said, I punted it. So got Higbee and or Adam Troutman, whichever one works out. DJ Moore in the flex. And on the bench, got Mike Davis, who could, like I said, he could provide some flex value this year. Chase Claypool, potential breakout candidate. Dylan, that's really just a handcuff, Aaron Jones, but he could have standalone value. Tyler Boyd, who year in, year out is a reliable flex, probably does it again this year. And with Darrell Henderson and Russell Gage as guys who might have roles, we'll see.
All right. Well, I hope everybody had a good time because this was our first edition of our mock draft. I know I had a blast. Yeah, we're gonna just mix it up. We're gonna be in different positions. We're gonna maybe one time we'll be in first or 12th or whatever the case may be, just so you can get a good idea. Now, I think there is a way to tune up the computer a little bit because like the computer just went with like ham on like they were going drafting quarterbacks in the first round and stuff. I think there is a way to make it harder.
Again, like I'm again, Patrick Mahomes is gonna be a late second, early third round pick.
So
that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen pretty much standard. There's always gonna be that one guy.
For any of our fans or anybody that watches this, I would just say just be wary of drafting a quarterback that high. You can get a quarterback. I'm telling you, like you see, like I drafted Zach Wilson just because, like in like the 16th or the 13th or 14th round. Like there's gonna be good quarterbacks, really good quarterbacks in the middle to late rounds. You don't need to waste a pick on a quarterback, no matter how good. Because if you look at it, how good that Lamar Jackson is, he yes, he's great, and he might score more than Matthew Stafford or whatever. But is it that much difference? The top running back is vastly different than the 15th running back. But it's a top quarterback that much difference than a 15th ranked fantasy quarterback? You have to think about that.
Right. There's value there late. You don't have to go early for the Mahomes, Jackson, or Allen. You don't have to.
Yeah. Well, this was an edition of the Fantasy Kings podcast. We really enjoy having everyone, and thank you guys for all your support. Please keep sharing, liking, and subscribing. Please hit that subscribe.
Till next time. Peace.